And welcome back. If that applies, we're happy you could join us.
Thank you for joining.
I'm Sue.
And I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm Michael.
And we are a close-knit family.
It is March 6th, 2019. This is episode 46. We are a knit cast coming to you from Armstrong in the North Okanagan region of British Columbia, Canada. Following my adventures as a newer knitter.
And our ongoing yarn and knitting addiction.
The camera could be slightly more sideways. We're in a slightly different setup today because Mom has moved out her nail studio.
Yes.
Which means that we were using her table for all that stuff, so...
And my lights.
Yeah.
And this really isn't very good light, but it'll do for now. We got to work on that.
It looked better when I was trying to set this up earlier. I might actually put in a picture here of what our setup looks like right now, because it is the old tabletop balanced on top of a stack of boxes. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, but
Good
hey,
times.
you don't have all your stuff on here, so we have all this table space.
So much more room. Oh, and speaking of me moving my business, so for those of you who are new, I'm a nail tech.
She's a nail tech.
And I did just recently, this is really bad light.
Damn. Okay.
I did just recently redo my nails, and so there's my...
What can I do about that right now?
There's my new thing, and we're just gonna pause for a second here.
Okay, so I didn't show you a photo of our setup earlier because I'm showing you what we're doing now for our lighting solution, which is balancing my Opa's old magnifying light on top of the camera.
Well, we'll see. So I don't know if that's... Well, that's a little bit better. It's still not perfect, but we'll get this figured out.
Yeah, we'll figure... Oh, we could probably clamped it to the tripod.
Yep. And we'll... Oops, soup. Anyway, we'll do that for next time.
Yeah.
We're in a bit of a time crunch because I'm between clients and I have to get back to the salon. So there's that.
Okay.
So something that really came... I think you've heard me saying that I'm not really a fan of superwash yarn.
True.
I don't mind it for things that don't need, what do you call it? That don't need to be fitted. Shawls and things like that are great.
Okay.
But some of you may remember last summer I was designing this sweater, and a lot of people have asked me, when are we going to see the pattern for that sweater? And I keep saying, well, you're not, because I need to re-knit it. And I just want to show you the why I don't like superwash yarn.
Okay.
So here is this sweater. I call it the sweater that keeps on giving.
Is it sag? Is it...
This collar, when I originally made this collar, whoops, gotta get my hair out. This collar was like this.
Right, and now...
And it just keeps sagging more and more, and all of it is just sagging.
Yeah, that's interesting. I would normally associate that with alpaca yarn. Yes,
alpaca yarn will do that.
But
so will superwash. And here's the thing, because it's also almost too warm, and there's a reason for that. So to make superwash yarn, the first thing they do is they expose the fibers to chlorine gas.
Oh.
Yay. And that takes all the, like, what do you call it? The, like,
burrs?
Burrs, the, like, scales. Like, if you've ever seen a microscopic look at one of our hairs.
Yeah, it has all this.
Right, they've got those little sort of
Yeah.
scales on them. So the chlorine gas takes all those scales off.
Okay.
And then they coat it in essentially plastic.
Oh.
So that you can wash it.
Mm-hmm.
So superwash yarn is like, it's not 100% wool. And even if it says 100% superwash,
it's partially plastic and
merino, for example, it is 100% merino and it's superwash, but that yarn is coated in plastic and it's been treated with chlorine gas. So
Yeah.
there are places where superwash has its place.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
But it's something I try to avoid it as much as possible because I don't want to add more plastic to the world.
That's fair.
That's kind of my thing.
That's fair.
But it takes dye like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Which is why we get all the fabulous, vibrant colors that we can do things like, like this with.
Yeah, with superwash.
With the superwash yarn. So I'm not saying, ew, superwash yarn is terrible. I'm just saying, I think a lot of people don't appreciate the process that goes into it. And it just sags like crazy.
Okay.
So I am planning on re-knitting this sweater.
Okay.
But doing it with a proper wool.
Okay.
I think what I actually might do is just get a gauge, because I have all the directions for this. I think it's funny because I didn't write down what the yarn that I used.
Oh yeah.
Got everything else.
Okay, yeah.
But I think it's Cascade 220.
We'll probably have that in our.
Yes, actually, it will be in a former one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's Cascade 220, and it's a superwash.
Yeah.
And then the background color that I used here is from, I can't see the thing.
I can move this.
Okay. The background color is a Midnight Cravings, King Solomon's
Robes?
Yes. Solomon's Robes. Not
Robes.
King anything. Solomon's Robes.
There we go.
I just always put King in front of it because that's how I remember it. And again, for new people, the thing with this that I was going for when I knit this sweater, it's got a cable detail down the front that forms the button band, and the buttonholes are in there, and it's on both sides. And the bottom is finished. You've got a little thing. It's got pockets.
It's got pockets.
It's got pockets. There's no, as you knit this sweater, it's finished. So there's no going back and sewing the underarms or sewing up a hem or whatever. As you knit it, it's finished. There's nothing else to do. The only thing I did do afterwards was I chose to tack down the sleeves so that they didn't flip up. And
the pockets.
Pockets, thank you. And I also just sewed down the pockets so that it didn't roll out. So it's got pockets and they're in the side seam, and yeah. So that is something that will be moving along. I think I'm going to do a gauge swatch with a proper yarn and then just write out the directions and then give it to some test knitters and see where it goes from there.
Cool. We skipped right over something.
Did we?
It's the skies above Armstrong.
Oh.
It's been cold.
Yeah.
It's been cold. It's been clear.
Well, it's been it goes from -18 up to -3 and back to -18 and up to -3. So,
Temperature scarves are going to look very interesting.
and I did a few more rows on mine, but I've really been concentrating on knitting one of my other sweaters, so I haven't been working on my temperature scarf, but
Yeah.
I will catch it up.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, back.
And so, speaking of the Catherine Ann Show,
How did it do, Mom? You put out the pattern the other week.
eek, the cat's knocking the light and it's all gonna go tumbling. Okay.
Come here, Jude.
Wow, you guys, thank you so much. I had no idea that it would do as well as it did. Now, I know it was a free pattern, but there were over 400, or there have been over 400 individual downloads
Ooh.
of the pattern, which just blew me away.
Mm-hmm.
That was exciting. We were trending, I always say we, it's all of us.
Yep.
Trending on the top 20 there for a day, which was like, what?
I saw you, peak at number 9.
Yeah,
So.
I I just put it out there to make it easy for people who knew about it, like, to get it, rather than me having to email it to anyone.
Yeah?
So, wow, that's exciting. And I'm getting all these thank you messages from people and stuff, and thank you. Wow, what a response. That was very, very exciting.
Absolutely.
I had no idea any of that would happen.
I'd be excited by that.
No idea. I'm trying to explain to other people, like, my patterns on Ravelry and
Yeah.
and then someone else would send me a message, oh, you're on this free web thing or whatever. I don't even know what they all are. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, just thank you very much. Might put in a couple photos of the where it was.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the cat distracted down here so we don't get her rubbing up against the...
And sort of the other thing that's kind of struck me this week, I've seen a bunch of things about weaving.
Yes.
It's
starting to look a little enticing.
It's looking interesting. I might have to get one of my weaving friends to
weaving or spinning?
Spinning. I can't talk today.
So it's all good. You've had a busy morning.
I've had a busy morning. Spinning. I might have to get one of my spinning friends to help me try it out, which is probably a bad idea.
Probably. But hey, make your own yarn.
I know.
And, imagine being able to hold up, a pattern and say, I designed this pattern, I made the yarn, I knit this up.
Yeah. Anyway, that's just sort of crazy.
Okay, apparently that's enough padding for now.
It's kind of crazy, but anyway, so we'll see. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I never do anything halfway.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people who have, looked at like the drop spindle weaving, spinning.
Spinning, yeah.
And that looks great, but I know me. I would have to get a wheel.
Yeah.
And every accessory that needs to go on the wheel, and that's just what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I don't actually go down that rabbit hole.
Absolutely.
And have you ever heard of Tunisian crochet?
Tunisian crochet. Can't say I have.
It is so cool.
Is it?
I found it yesterday. If any of you are Tunisian crocheters, let me know, because I'm gonna try it out.
Okay.
So I've seen these crochet hooks that have the big cord on the end, just like a knitting needle cord.
Okay.
And I'm like, that's dumb. Like, why would you put a cord on the end of a crochet hook? It only ever has one stitch on it.
Right.
But the Tunisian crochet, you actually, you go along and you like pick up stitches and they all run down this cord.
Oh.
And then you go back the other way.
Oh.
Pulling them all off again. And really neat. So that's something. There's actually a baby blanket I want to make, and I'm going to be looking over the next couple of days here. Tomorrow I have a day to sort of try and pick things up and that.
Right.
Actually, that's so not going to happen. I'm all booked up tomorrow, but I have to get to Kelowna.
Right.
No, that's not going to work either. Anyway, you might see some stuff about Tunisian crochet coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And Interpretations is going to be released pretty soon. Interpretation 6.
Hohi and Vera, right?
Vera, yeah.
Yeah, we saw a preview of that at Knit City.
No, that was last year's.
Last year's, okay.
So that was version 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then they shot the pictures in Barcelona in the fall.
Yeah, I'm covering cat hair now.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Yep. Yeah.
And so anyone who's, some places have it for pre-order. So if you are a big Hohi and Vera fan, Vera Valimaki,
and Hohi
Locatelli, then you might want to see if your local yarn shop has them on pre-order or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yarn acquisitions. This has been Yarn Acquisitions.
Yay!
Foes!
Yeah, no.
No? You have a...
I know, but I already did that.
No, you did already do
Yeah.
that. Okay. Whips!
Okay, that we got.
Yes, we got many whips.
Do you want to...
Yeah, sure, I'll start. I'm continuing to work on my socks. I am on to the... I'm trying to make sure I don't pull them off the needles here. Could have been yanking them out of the bag earlier. I'm basically done the I'm onto the top cuff, I guess. You know, doing a simple 1x1 rib. I actually started it a row early, and that was a mistake because I was trying to. What I should have been doing is start it a row after changing colors. So that was a mistake, but you know what? I kind of like how it looks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's a learning experience.
Yep, and I think I have like another inch or so, half an inch, 2 inches, 1.5 inches on that, and then these will be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just.
Oh yeah, and this progress keeper was where I was at the start at last episode. So there you go.
There you go. And so once again, just because, you know, so Mike's almost a year into knitting now.
Almost now, yes.
And I mean, look at those beautiful stitches.
Thank you.
Like, you know, the thing that was supposed to be like funny, look at Mike learning how to knit.
Well, yeah.
Turned into, okay, he's got this.
He's actually kind of got it.
He's got this.
And I mean, so yeah, I'm done all the stuff with my colored yarns, and I still have all this yarn left. So maybe another set of socks, or yeah.
We're gonna see what happens with there's some cute little animals you can knit with sock yarn too.
Ooh.
Actually, yeah, that would be cute. All right, and so last week I told you was it last week? I hope it was last week.
I think it was last week.
That I was going to be ripping this back because I was not happy with what was going on with the increases in this section right here and here. And I did that.
She did
I ripped it back. I went too far, but that's okay. I picked them up again, and I started knitting again. And I made another mistake in there. So I'm going to be pulling it back a couple rows yet again.
Oh no. That's not good.
No, but you know what? It feels right to do it.
Yeah.
And it just feels right to do it. Like I said last time, this is such a beautiful, beautiful pattern. And so this is Hearten by Kim Hargreaves. And it deserves the attention to detail.
It does.
So that's cool. And this yarn is Debbie Bliss Rialto.
That's where I've heard the name Debbie Bliss before. Remember that book I picked up? Debbie Bliss book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, Debbie Bliss Rialto, and this is the yarn that is actually 2 different colors, but they are so ridiculously... Oh, look, you can really see different colors there.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's hard to see the difference. There was a light. I was at the store, at our local yarn store in town here, Twisted Pearl.
Yep.
And we laid this out, because I'm alternating skeins.
Yep.
And we put it down, and you could see just a very faint difference in the, yeah. So there was that.
Okay. My other whip that I've actually got time on is my Catherine Ann shawl, designed by Sue Gairns.
Available on Ravelry.
For free. I just finished getting through the drop stitches row. So, I don't know the best way to show this off, because there's so many stitches. But, yeah, something like that.
That's the wrong side.
That's the wrong side. That's the right side. As much as it matters at this point.
It doesn't matter that much, yeah.
But yeah, check that out. Showing off the very nice Isis Fiber Arts Eryngium colorway. Being highlighted by the Isis Fiber Arts Black Mondo Grass colorway. And, yeah, I know when I started this row, you were like, okay, so don't, be sure to not scrunch up the stitches.
I know, and you were looking at me like...
I was like, oh, Mom, really? That's not going to be hard. I'm glad you told me that. Because, I did figure out, sort of how to make sure that I was on the right stitch, basically just stretching them out again so they were on the needle. Somewhere in here... Maybe I'll find that in a second. Do you have another whip to talk about?
Okay, whips! Alright, so I have been working on Nightfall.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I put it on and modeled it for you last week. So I've got this much of one of the sleeves done.
Nice.
And I was merrily, decreasing away. So there's the whole pattern, or the whole sweater. So it's Nightfall by Ellie of Skein-Deer Knits. And I was merrily decreasing away, and I put it on the other night at Knit Night to say, see, look, isn't it great? And the sleeve was like super tight.
Oh no.
So I was like, okay, I think we'll stop decreasing now.
Okay.
So, I stopped decreasing, and the sleeve it's tighter than I would prefer, but I know the yarn will give a little bit when I block it. So, so I'm good with that, but I am still just very much in love with this knit and with the yarn. It's Juniper Moon, Juniper Moon Farms, Patagonia.
Yeah.
Oh, all the ball bands are in the other room.
Okay.
And it's 100% merino wool, organic merino wool. And it's so nice. It's very deceiving. If you go to a store and you pick it up, it feels really crunchy, and it feels like I'm not going to want to wear that. That's how it feels in the skein.
Yeah.
But you work with it and it softens up, and then after you wash it, it's amazing. And it's probably the only yarn that I don't mind wearing like right up around my neck, because I made the Fintry shawl with it.
Right.
And it's really, and it's light. Like, yeah, anyway, it's super light.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where my Nightfall is. I don't think I had anything else I wanted to say about Nightfall.
Okay. Well, I had one more thing I wanted to mention on my Catherine Anne shawl, because I made a boo-boo. So coming along on the row where I was now dropping the stitches, I found a stitch from the previous row where I hadn't completed it. You know, where you have that weird little loop over and the thing. So then I tried to fix that, and I must have fixed it wrong. So then I tried to fix it again, and so now I have just this weird little blip, sort of right. You know, yeah, that little bit right between my fingers there is wonky, and you can see it's wonky if I pull it out. I love this pattern. I think I'm gonna leave that one in. Yeah. So, and
no one will ever see it.
No one will see it. I'll know it's there, and Well,
it's there's one section on mine that is just weird, and I don't know why.
Okay.
It just sort of sits funny, and I keep trying to go and why is this wrong? Because it just looks weird, and I can't see anything wrong. I have no idea what happened there.
Alrighty. Yeah. That is all my whips.
Cool. All right, so, Mike.
Hi.
What do you bring to the table?
I bring to the table a game that I've been trying to get my hands on basically ever since I heard about it, and apparently it's a very hard game to get your hands on.
Oh.
So, I was in a brief period of time where I was like, okay, I am buying no more board games. Oh, this one's
Except
in stock.
for this one, and this one, and this one.
This game is actually so new to the hobby, I don't think everyone's come quite on what to call it.
Okay.
The game is Welcome to Your Perfect Home from French publisher Blue Cocker.
Blue what?
Blue Cocker.
Okay.
Cocker Spaniel.
Yep.
Welcome to, like I said, Welcome to Your Perfect Home is a mouthful. Most people call it Welcome to The rules call it welcome. So I'm going to call it welcome too because that's what I've been learned to call it.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Well, Welcome to is part of a resurgence in the hobby board gaming community of roll and write games. The most famous roll and write game being Yahtzee.
Okay.
In Welcome to, you are playing community planners, suburb planners, architects, whatever you want to call it. You have 3 streets that are assigned to you, and you need to number them correctly from lowest to highest. And you'll create estates, you'll, assign businesses, you'll give some houses pools, which are worth more points. It takes only 25 minutes to play. It's appropriate for ages 10 plus, and it's appropriate for, as the box says, between 1 and 100 players. Because everyone is just kind of playing on their own little sheet. Here, show the backside. Other way around. There we go. So yeah, you get this little sheet that you have to, with all these rows of houses that you have to fill in. And on the side here, you'll have 3 decks of cards. It doesn't actually use dice, it uses decks of cards. Each with a house number on it that you have to put into your neighborhood, and with a little bonus associated to each number. So, yeah, I've played it once solo, and it was really good. It was a really interesting puzzle, because I started out saying, oh yeah, this is simple. I put the 1 on one end, I put the 15 on the other, and then as the game went on, I was like, I have nowhere to put these numbers. It's really good. I really enjoy it, and I highly recommend it.
Okay, cool. And welcome to your perfect home.
From Benoit Turpin. For anyone using the English version of the game, the rules are translated from French. This game was originally French. So the English is a little bit shaky and is in some cases open to a little bit of interpretation.
Okay.
So with that said, that is what I bring to the table. But I did also just want to extend my congratulations to Autumn Burchett. Many of you have heard of a game called Magic the Gathering.
Oh, yes.
Magic the Gathering recently started a brand new professional championship series. They've had a couple going in the past, but they've started a brand new series.
Okay.
And I wanted to congratulate Autumn because not only are they the first person to win the Mythic Championship, they're also the first non-binary person to ever win a professional Magic the Gathering tournament. So I just wanted to extend my congratulations to Autumn Burchett.
Congratulations, Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so events from around the world. Okay, these are kind of in reverse order today. But it doesn't matter.
You could just read them backwards.
I could, but whatever.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do them in the right order. So on April 13th, I was about to say 2016, but it's 2019, just to be clear.
It is 2019, and you would have only said 2018 last year.
I know.
That's weird. Anyway, April 13th, 2019.
Is the Fiber Shindig in Calgary, Alberta at the Sunnyside Center. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fiber Shindig, April 13th, Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Good.
And coming up on June 1st, it's Yarn Okanagan. Woo! Okay, that's our local one that we, so that'll be at the Laurel Packing House in Kelowna.
Okay, I might try to actually make it this year.
Yay! And, Chantel from Mud Punch is going to be there.
Oh, cool!
Doing a dyeing class.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So registration for those classes is actually coming up pretty quick.
Mm.
I saw a post on Instagram about it, and just before we got started here today, I tried to find the details on that again, and I couldn't. So if you are interested in Yarn Okanagan or any of the classes that are going to be held there, because there's more than just Chantel. There's some other classes that are going on too. Be sure to like contact them or find out when the registration is opening for that. Because, yeah, good stuff. And for us, this is right in our backyard. So, I mean, it's not in our backyard.
No, but it'd be neat if it was in our backyard.
It's nearby. It's our local fiber thing.
We have room for something in our backyard.
We could do something in our backyard, but we're not going to.
No.
Just to be clear.
No.
Okay. And then this is funny because I'm not sure. I must have had this written down a very long time ago.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning this a little while ago, or a couple days ago, or something.
I had it written down. It was this. I'm using my last sheet of show notes, and I had it written down on this sheet of show notes.
Oh. Don't know when you put it there.
I can't remember because I keep my upcoming events that I'm sort of taking note of from places. I write them down somewhere else. Anyway. So this is August 14th to 18th, the Festival de la Fibre Festival.
The Festival of the Fiber Festival.
August 14th to 18th, 2019 in Saint-André-Avelin in Quebec. And I probably said that completely wrong.
We're Canadians. We don't speak our second language.
I can like stumble through it and sometimes understand it in writing, but
yeah.
Just not enough. Well, there's not enough experience on the West Coast.
Yeah.
There's not enough opportunity to use it. I would love to go and get immersed. I would love to go to Quebec or France. And get immersed into it.
Yeah, the problem, I went to France once. The problem I found was everyone is expecting the English tourists, so everyone speaks English.
Yeah, well, it's a true story. They do. Although when we were in Holland and I was told that, like my husband, I was freaked out because I didn't understand anything anybody was saying. Yeah. And after we'd been there for about 3 weeks, my husband said to me, he said, we've been to the photo store. This is back when you got your photos developed, the old-fashioned way. He said, we've been to the photo store like so many times. They know you, they recognize you, you've seen what happens, you can handle this. So I went to the photo store without my husband, who is fluent in Dutch, and they would not speak English with me. Oh no. I was really upset. Kind of offended because I knew they spoke English. And yeah. Anyway, that's a story for another day.
Yes, perhaps.
Yeah.
And we have no giveaways currently.
No, we don't. You need to, because your,
my birthday
giveaway is coming up. So you need to get
get my stuff together for that. Oh yeah, for those of you who are anticipating the gaming streams with World of Warcraft, those are coming. I just need to move into this space that we're in is becoming my computer room. We're still gonna probably record in here. Who knows?
Sure, yeah.
We'll find that out. I just need to actually, get my stuff in here, and then those will start right up. I hope to be doing those next week.
Cool, and they will be on
this channel. We talked about that, and we realized that no, the best place for them would be on this channel. So you don't need to go follow me anywhere else.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So, thank you for joining us today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps us out if you do that. Follow us on Instagram, Close Knit Family Knitcast. Join us on Ravelry. All the information for that will be on the end card and in the description. And as always, keep your knitting close and your family closer. Bye.